Good morning to all. I am Lakshman Singh Bhanuth, lecturer in physics, working at Government Polytechnic, Medchel. In previous class, we have been discussed about the definition of yeah definition of surface tension, cohesive force, adhesive forces, and angle of what is the deformation force, cohesive force, adhesive force, molecular range, and sphere of influences like sphere of influence and definition of a surface tension. So what is the cohesive force? Means the force of attraction between the molecules of a two same substances are called cohesive force. Means the force of attraction between the mercury and glass rod or plastic rod, and the force of attraction between the molecules of two different substances are called adhesive force. Like the force of attraction between the force of attraction between the glass rod and water, it is the force of adhesion. So the force of adhesion is negligible beyond a distance of a 10 power minus 8 between the two molecules of two different substances are called molecular range. So molecular range means it is the distance between the two molecules at which the adhesive force is negligible is called molecular range. Now the molecule as a center and molecular range as a radius drawn a one sphere is called sphere of influence. Is called sphere of influence. So due to this phenomenon, so due to the phenomenon like the sphere of influences, the raindrop is spherical in shape, and the soap bubble is also spherical in shape. So due to this sphere of influences only. Now we already discussed about the surface tension. Surface tension means it is the force acting per unit length which it is drawn the imagine so the force per unit length which is drawn on the surface of surface of a water, like it is the imaginary line is drawn on the surface of a liquid is perpendicular to the surface is called uh, surface tension. So surface tension is T, then capital T is equal to F by L. F by L. 1 second. So the surface tension is denoted with T, then T is equal to F by L. Here F is the force, that is the perpendicular force, and L is the unit length. Unit length which it is drawn on the surface of a liquid. Surface of a liquid is called surface tension. Then the SI unit of a surface tension is meter per Newton per meter, and CGS unit of a surface tension is dyne per centimeter, and the dimensional formula of a surface tension is M1 L0 T minus 2. It is the dimensional formula of a surface tension. Now the basic, we already seen some examples of a surface tension like explanation to surface tension with reference to the molecular theory. So today we are going to discuss about the, so on completion of this period we are able to learn the explanation to surface tension on the basis of a molecular theory. So here in this context we have to just consider molecular theory means just we have to consider a container. So the container is containing with a water. So Laplace explained, so this molecular theory is explained by the Laplace. So Laplace explained surface tension on the basis of a molecular theory. In this instant, he considered a liquid in a vessel is indicated in the figure. So in this figure, what happens here? In this figure, so the vessel or container is containing with a liquid, and consider a molecule of sphere of influences A, B, C. So here PQ is the upper surface of a liquid, is the upper surface of a liquid, and PQ is the upper surface of a liquid. Let just we have to consider or imagine the three molecules of sphere of influences A, B, and C. A, B, and C. So molecule A is completely inside the liquid, means well inside the liquid. Then molecule B is just below the surface of a liquid, and molecule C is on the surface of a liquid. So here molecule A is completely inside the liquid, and molecule B of sphere of influence, more than half of the sphere of influence is completely inside the liquid, partially outside the liquid, and molecule C of sphere of influences is more than half is above the liquid and partially inside the liquid. Then what happens here? Just we can listen. Just you listen. Molecule A is well inside the liquid. Molecule B is just below the surface of a liquid, and molecule C is on the surface of a liquid. Then the sphere of influence around the molecule A, B, C are drawn. Just we have to draw a sphere of influence. Sphere of influences means molecule as a center, molecular range as a radius is drawn. A one sphere is called a sphere of influence, and a sphere of influence around A is well inside the liquid, and sphere of influence B is lies with the major portion inside the liquid, and a minor portion is above the surface of a liquid. And sphere of influence of a C has its lower half part inside the liquid, and upper half part is above the liquid surface of a liquid. Then what happens here? The molecule A is at a center and of its sphere of influence. The molecule A of center is completely inside the liquid, and this center is attracted by the other molecules within the sphere of influence in all directions. Therefore, the resultant net force on the molecule A is 0, means all side of the sphere of influence of a molecule A is attracted equally. That's why the net resultant force on the molecule A is 0. Since the major portion of the sphere of influence of B, the major portion of the sphere of influence of B is inside the liquid, and the partial portion of the sphere of influence of a molecule B is above the liquid. Then the molecule is the number of molecules attracted by the liquid is greater than the number of molecules is attracted by the gases, because of partial part of the molecule B is just above the liquid. That's why the net resultant pulling force is completely downward in direction. And and the resultant of all these forces on the molecule B is greater than molecule A. The resultant of these forces on molecule B is greater than molecule A, because of molecule the net force on the molecule A is equal to 0, and some majority water molecules is containing with a molecule B, and partially the gas molecule is containing with a molecule B. That's why the net pulling force towards the inside the molecule is greater than outside the molecule, outside the molecule B. The resultant force act on the B is a downward direction, because of the number of molecules inside the B, the inside the sphere of influence of a molecule B is greater than the number of molecules above outside from the liquid. The lower half of the portion of a sphere of influence of C, the molecule of liquid is lower half sphere of influence attracted by the molecule C. As a result, the molecule C also experiences downward resultant force. The resultant force on C is greater than resultant force on B. Therefore, the molecule of liquid near and on the surface of a liquid are pulled by downward resultant forces of attraction. So no resultant force of attraction act in the downward direction. The molecules well inside the liquid. Due to downward resultant forces of attraction on the molecule of the liquid near to the surface and on the surface, these molecule tends to move down. As a result, the surface area of the liquid tends to attain a minimum value. The tendency of liquid acquire minimum surface area causes surface tension in surface tension, that is, as the molecule of the liquid near to the surface and the surface are attracted by in the downward direction. The surface of the liquid is under state of a tension is called surface tension. In order to bring the molecule from inside to the surface, work should be done against the downward resultant forces of attraction. This work done is stored in the molecule in the form of a potential energy. The molecule near the surface and therefore surface of the liquid possesses greater potential energy. The molecule inside the liquid possesses minimum potential energy. See here, it is 2 points are important. The molecule near the surface and on the surface of a liquid possesses potential energy. The molecule inside the liquid possesses minimum potential energy. As the molecule inside the liquid do not experiences downward resultant force of attraction, they do not tend to move down further. The area of this molecule inside the liquid does not tend to decreases. Hence, the resultant tension of the liquid inside becomes to zero. Inside becomes to zero. So here, basically what happens means the molecule, just consider. So in this Laplace, the Laplace can explain the surface tension based on the molecular theory. In this instant, he consider a molecule ABC. The molecule ABC of their sphere of influences. So the sphere of influence of molecule A, the sphere of influence of molecule B, and the sphere of influence of molecule C are is taken in a liquid which it is containing in a vessel. So consider a liquid is containing with a container. And we just consider A, B, C are the molecule of sphere of influences, and molecule A is completely inside the liquid, and molecule B more than half of the sphere of influence are inside the liquid and partially outside the liquid. And the sphere of influence of molecule C is uh, half of the sphere of influence is inside the liquid and half of the sphere of influence is outside the liquid. Outside the liquid. So outside the liquid. So and PQ is represent the free surface of a liquid in a container as in the figure. And RS here in this instant PQ and right. So the layer of the liquid between the plane PQ is termed as the surface film. Is termed as the surface film. Is termed as the surface tension. Sorry, surface film. The thickness of the surface film is ordered to 10 power minus 8 centimeter. This point A, B, C. So here just we can consider the sphere of influences of molecules A, B, C. Represent molecule with their sphere of influence. So A, B, C are represents a molecule with their sphere of influence drawn around them. The sphere of molecule influence the sphere of influence of molecule is within the free surface PQ, so it equally attracted in all directions by the molecules in the sphere of influence. Therefore, there is no resultant force acting on the molecule A. See here, molecule A is completely dipped, immersed inside the liquid, and the center of a molecule of sphere of influence A is equally attracted in all directions. So the net resultant force on the molecule sphere of influence of molecule A is 0 because of either side of the force of attraction on molecule A is equal equal. That's why net force on the molecule of sphere of influence A is equal to 0. In the case of a molecule B, the sphere of influence is partially outside the liquid of a surface PQ, and the number of molecule pulling the sphere of influence of molecule B upward direction is less than number of molecule pulling molecule B downward direction. Hence, there will be a net resultant downward force on the molecule. The molecule C is just on the free surface. The sphere of influence around the molecule C is exactly half outside and half inside of a liquid. Hence, it will be subjected to net downward forces, which will be maximum. And from the above, it may be concluded that all over the surface of a liquid there is a downward force due to the attraction between the liquid of molecules. As a result, the surface of a liquid film behaves as a stretched elastic membrane. Stretched elastic membrane. This phenomenon is called surface tension. Why the sphere of influence of a molecule ABC behaves as a stretched elastic membrane means it having a tendency to contact and tries occupy minimum surface area. That's why This phenomenon is called surface tension. This phenomenon is called surface tension. Once again, I am repeating this one. So consider a molecule A, B, C. Molecule A, just consider molecule A, B, C. Of their sphere of influences are placed in a liquid which it is containing in a container. So the sphere of influence of molecule A is completely inside the liquid, and molecule B of sphere of influence, more than half of the sphere of influence is completely inside the liquid, partially outside the liquid. And the molecule C of sphere of influence is half of the sphere of influence is inside the liquid and half of the sphere of influence is outside the liquid. So molecule A is completely inside the liquid, and the molecule as a center, molecular range as a radius, and drawn a one sphere is called sphere of influence. That's why molecule A, so the center of molecule of sphere of influence A is is completely inside the liquid. That's why the pulling the molecule A is attract the center of a sphere of influence of molecule A is attracted in all directions equally, in all direction equally. That's why net force is equal to 0. The net force on molecule A is equal to 0. The net force on molecule A is equal to 0. And the molecule B, the molecule B of sphere of influence is partially outside the liquid, partially outside the liquid, and more than half of the sphere is inside the liquid. That's why the number of liquid molecule inside the liquid is greater than the number of molecules outside the liquid. That's why the net resultant force is towards the downward direction, but there is no force of attraction on outside direction, and the net resultant force on molecule B of sphere of influence is the downward direction. And molecule C is partially out, sorry, half of the sphere of influence is outside the liquid and half of the sphere of influence is inside the liquid. That's why the net there is no water molecules outside the liquid, only due to the liquid molecule inside the liquid, the net force on the C is also downward direction. So due to this one, so from the above it may be concluded that all over the surface of a liquid there is a net downward directional force of attraction be present. Due to this resultant downward directional force, these all sphere of influence of molecule A, B, C are behaves as a stretched membrane, and they have to occupy a minimum surface area with respect to the surface of contact. That's why these all sphere of influence of molecules are behaves as a stretched membrane inside the liquid due to the surface tension. This phenomenon is called surface tension. This phenomenon is called surface tension. And this phenomenon is called surface tension. Now, in this contents, we have been learnt the following surface tension. So explanation of a surface tension based on the molecular theory. And the surface tension of a liquid can be explained with the reference to so the surface tension of a liquid can be explained with the reference of a molecular theory only. And the surface tension inside the surface tension inside the liquid E is positive or negative or infinite or zero, because of there is a zero, because of the all direction of a molecules are attracted by the same forces. The surface tension of a liquid concerned with the surface density, mass and volume. So only we have to concerned with the surface only. The surface tension of a liquid based on the molecule that was explained by the Laplace. So in this it is only major important topic. That's why I am explaining this one. And also we have today we have to discuss about another. Yeah. So on this completion, and today we are going to discuss about the what is the angle of contact, what is capillarity, and formula for surface tension based on the capillarity. So in this up to this today up to this we have discussed about the uh, in the last topic we should be studied the following, that is the explanation of a surface tension based on the molecular theory. And today we are going to discuss about the on this continuation we have to discuss about the angle of contact, capillarity and formula for surface tension based on the capillarity. So what happens means what is the surface? So the what is the concave surface and what is the convex surface? Convex surface means the surface is uh, very thin at a center and very thick at the edges. Very thick at the edges is called concave. Convex means very thin at the edges and very thick at the center of a lens is called convex lens. So the concave shaped free surface of a liquid is the liquid which is depressed at the surface of a liquid. And convex shaped free surfaces means when the liquid is rises up at the surface of a liquid, the surface of a liquid is depressed below, then it is called a concave shaped, and the surface of a liquid is just rises up and it is called a convex. Suppose just consider a glass rod. Just consider a liquid is containing in a vessel. Then automatically the surface of a liquid does not meet the inner surface of the vessel in the right angle, at the right angle. Okay, the surface of a liquid near the inner surface of the vessel may be in concave or convex shape, depend upon the nature of the liquid of a vessel. The concave shape of the surface of a liquid due to the reason the adhesive force are stronger than cohesive force. So the concave shape of the surface of a liquid is due to the reason that the adhesive forces are stronger than cohesive forces. And the convex shape of the surface of a liquid is due to the fact that cohesive forces are stronger than adhesive forces. For example, suppose the solid plate like a glass rod or plastic rod is the given material is dipped vertically inside the liquid, is dipped vertically in a liquid, then what happens? Suppose the solid plate like glass rod or plastic rod is vertically inserted inside the liquid, then the free surface of a liquid is meet the edges of the plate either in concave shape or convex shape. Suppose, for example, depend on to the nature of a liquid and nature of a glass rod, nature of a glass rod. For example, here glass rod and plastic rod are made up with a solid material, and liquid is a liquid surface. Water and alcohol or kerosene are the liquid material, and mercury, it is also a liquid in shape, but it is a solid material. It is a solid material. For example, generally, just we have to consider the surface, the solid plate of a given material is arranged vertically in a vessel of a liquid as shown in this figure. Then depend upon to the nature of a surface. For example, a glass rod or plastic rod is immersed in a liquid vertically, then automatically the surface of a liquid near the glass plate is rises up, is rises up. Or a glass rod or plastic rod is dipped in a mercury, then the surface of a mercury near the glass rod is depressed below, because of, and means here the surface when a glass rod or plastic rod is dipped in a liquid vertically, then the surface of a liquid near the glass plate is becomes to curved, that curved is rises up. So it is this phenomenon, in this is rises up. Just consider a glass rod, it is the glass rod is dipped in a liquid, it is a liquid, it is a liquid. A glass rod is dipped in a liquid, then the surface of a liquid near the glass rod is becomes curved, that curved is rises up, and just we have to draw a one tangent along the curve, and the angle made by the tangent with respect to the glass rod inside the liquid is theta. Okay, or here when a glass rod is dipped, is dipped in a liquid, this liquid is a mercury, is dipped in a mercury, like it is the Hg, it is Hg. So consider a glass rod is dipped in a mercury, then automatically the surface of a mercury near the glass plate is becomes to curved, that curved is depressed below, and just we have try one tangent along the surface, along the curve of surface of a liquid, like curved surface of a liquid, and the angle between the tangent and glass rod inside the mercury is called angle of contact, Now here just consider, it's called angle of contact. Okay, okay, right. The tangent to the liquid surface is drawn at the point of contact P and wall of the container. The angle theta is between the tangent and edge of the body measured inside the liquid is called angle of contact. The pair of the liquid and the body like plate. So consider a glass plate is inserted inside the liquid, then the surface of the liquid near the glass plate is becomes curved. Along the curve, we have draw a one tangent and the angle between the tangent and the glass plate inside the liquid is called angle of contact. Is called angle of contact. It is a statement. Just clear that. The angle made by the tangent drawn at the point of a contact between the body or between the body means that is the glass plate and liquid to the liquid surface with the to the liquid surface with the edge of the solid body plate is defined as angle of contact. It is defined as angle of contact. The angle of contact is based on nature of the liquid, nature of the body, temperature, cleanness, like cleanliness of the body, atmospheric pressure, atmospheric pressure and impurities. So the what is capillarity? What is the capillarity? Before going to define here capillarity, what is so here the angle of contact value is depend on here nature of the solid, nature of the body, temperature, cleanness of the body, atmospheric pressure and impurities. If the angle of contact, if the angle of contact theta is less than 90 degrees is called acute angle of contact. If the angle of contact is acute angle, then what happens in the case of a solid material or solid body is like solid body means glass plate. The glass plate is immersed vertically inside the liquid. Liquid is a water or alcohol, then the angle of contact is less than 90 degrees. So why the angle of contact is less than 90 degrees means due to the cohesive forces, sorry, due to the adhesive forces. Adhesive forces means glass rod is made of with a solid and a liquid is made of with a liquid. So the force of attraction between the molecules of a two different substances are called adhesive forces. Due to adhesive forces only the liquid surface is rises up at the contacting place of the glass plate. If the glass plate is dipped in a mercury, then the angle of contact is becomes to obtuse angle. Obtuse angle means theta is greater than 90 degrees. For pure water and pure glass plate, the angle of contact is 0. Angle of contact is 0. That's why that is the angle of contact. And what is capillary? Before going to discuss here capillarity, what is capillary tube? Capillary tube means the tube which it is openable at both ends. The tube which it is openable at both ends. For example, it is a one horizontal or whatever. It is a tube which it is made of with a glass or plastic rod, with, which it is made of with a glass or plastic rod and which it is openable at both end, and the clean and dry and is called a capillary tube. Means capillary tube is defined as the tube which it is openable at both ends. The tube which it is openable at both ends and which it is clean, dry and very fine is called a capillary tube. is called capillary tube. So the tube, consider a fine bore tube which is clean and dry and openable at both ends are called a capillary tube. When a capillary tube, the tube is given material having narrow bore diameter about the 1 millimeter is capillary tube. When the capillary tube is dipped vertically in a liquid of a vessel, the liquid may be rises up depressed below due to the surface tension is called capillarity, is called capillarity. So consider a capillary tube is dipped in a liquid vertically, then the liquid inside the capillary tube either rises or depressed below due to the surface tension. This phenomenon is called a capillarity or capillary action. Is called a capillarity or capillary action. The phenomenon in which the liquid gets rises up, the phenomenon in which the liquid is rises up or depressed below in a capillary tube when it is dipped in a vessel of a liquid due to the surface tension is called capillarity or capillary action, is called capillarity or capillary action. So the liquid wet wets the tube and rises up in it, wet tube and is depressed below. Here the liquid is rises up. Here the liquid is rises up. The liquid is depressed below. Why the liquid inside the capillary tube is rises up? Why does the liquid is depressed below inside the capillary tube? Because of, if the angle of contact is acute angle, then the liquid is rises up. If the angle of contact is obtuse angle, the liquid is depressed below. In the case of a liquid and a pure glass plate, the liquid is rises up. In the case of a glass plate is depressed in a mercury like a sponge. So sponge is made of a solid, but it will be depressed when we have to depress with a finger. It will be depressed below. Depressed below means the due to the cohesive forces. Due to the cohesive forces, the liquid is depressed below. Due to the adhesive forces, the liquid is rises up in a capillary tube due to the, and there the angle of contact is a acute angle. Okay, the angle of contact is a, so how much height the liquid will rises up inside the capillary tube? It is the most important question. So the liquid inside the capillary tube is rises up through a certain height. Up to that height, the weight of the liquid inside the capillary tube from the upper surface of the liquid is balanced with adhesive forces, is balanced with adhesive forces. So it is the weight of the liquid is balanced with adhesive forces. So the liquid inside the capillary tube is rises up through a height of h until at that height, until the adhesive force is balanced with the weight of a liquid, balanced with the weight of a liquid. This phenomenon is called capillarity. So tomorrow we have to discuss about the what is formula for surface tension and what are the example for capillarity. Okay, thank you. And the basic formula for capillary tube is tomorrow. It is very lengthy answer, but in our diploma level it has only formula, not a derivation, only formula. That is the surface tension T is equal to R dz h plus R by 3 all divided by 2 cos theta. So it is the formula for surface tension. But pure water and pure solid material, the angle of contact theta is equal to 0 degrees. That's why cos 0 is equal to 1, and the density of the water d is equal to 1 cc. We have to take in this word. But here capillary tube of radius is very small, but R by 3 is negligible. That's why R by 3 is negligible. That's why the equation is becomes to T is equal to H R D Z divided by 2 cos theta, where H is the what? Height of a liquid inside the capillary tube, R is the radius of a capillary tube, D is the density of a liquid, and G is the acceleration due to gravity, and theta is the angle of contact. So tomorrow we will discuss this one. Okay, thank you.